Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Now if I told you that Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds were starring in a buddy action comedy that's wrapped up in a jewel heist scheme, you could probably plot out their entire new film Red Notice. It's now in theaters and will be streaming on Netflix November 12th, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Now, it's been said that Antony had gifted Cleopatra with 3 bedazzled eggs. Many thought it was merely an urban legend until 2 eggs were found. The location of the 3rd egg remains a mystery, and these eggs become center stage for a master thief who goes by the name The Bishop, and she's played by Gal Gadot. Now, hot on her trail is John Hartley, this FBI profiler played by Dwayne Johnson. Now, after a series of unchecked moves, Johnson finds himself paired up with a notorious art thief played by Ryan Reynolds, who may be his best asset to track down the Bishop. Red Notice is the 3rd collaboration between Dwayne Johnson and writer-director Rosalind Marshall Thurber after Skyscraper and Central Intelligence. Now, this is the kind of film that's clearly inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Da Vinci Code. Now, Thurber knows exactly the kind of movie he wants to make, and follows a pretty standard framework as he kicks it all off with this big museum heist and a chase sequence between Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds. It really becomes this cat and mouse chase from there on out between them and Gal Gadot. Now, both are clearly playing into their usual brands, with Johnson being the no-nonsense, straight-laced one of the two, and Ryan Reynolds falling into his usual trap of the fast-talking, smart-mouthed shtick. Now, Johnson has made a few of these types of movies before, usually with Kevin Hart, so it's a formula here that everyone's really familiar with. Now, sometimes the script really understands how unrealistic it is, and there's even a line mentioning how Johnson doesn't look like a FBI profiler. I think it's just best to leave all realism at the door if you're gonna go on the ride that is Red Notice. The film attempts to be this big blockbuster featuring the casting of these 3 leads, and it's probably better if you just see it in a theater with a full audience laughing. If you watch it at home through Netflix, it can be kind of a bit of a slog if you're not laughing. Now, this can be easy entertainment if that's what you want from it. The problem is that it could be so much more than that. It seems to rely a little too heavily on Ryan Reynolds running his mouth and then Dwayne Johnson rolling his eyes at him. Now, we know from early on that Gal Gadot is the villain, but then why not make that like the final act twist with a really good backstory? She's not even given the material to really just showcase a different side of her. There are a few references to chess, but they don't even play on that theme enough, as there aren't enough surprises throughout. It's all saved for a really big reveal at the end that just feels out of left field. There are then 2 epilogues with a guest cameo and one hinting at a potential franchise. Red Notice skims by without trying anything new. Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot have all made better films showcasing each of their strengths, if that's really what you're in the mood for. I'm giving Red Notice 2 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got some other movie reviews, as well as my appearance on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Red Notice. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.